It's the White Castle. First time I think I was here was in like '97. It was after Rage Against the Machine concert in Meadowlands there, Rutherford. Anyway, the other times there was a story. I think I went over a curb here with my rodeo. The last time I was here, it was like it was in I had this 91 Mitsubishi Eclipse. It was automatic, and I picked up this guy. It was like, it was from downtown Elizabeth. He called him Snoop. Kind of looked like Snoop Dogg, but not really. He had like a little of a face like. And we went in there, and like, I had like a couple $100 in my car. Then he like, oh, I forgot something in the car. I didn't know the guy. He stole it from me and shit like that. And there's people working there. They just fucking enjoyed that shit. It's like fuck. I was like, fuck this place, man. Just a bunch of thieves and scammers. Then somebody, this kid, his last name was, was it Mayo? They were brothers. He told me he's gonna knife him up. He's gonna, fuck him up or something like that. I'm like, nah, I didn't have a couple $100, He stole it from me. He said he's a crackhead. He was doing like, he was on like that crack guy. He's a drug addict. So I was like, he probably got his, intentions all fucked up, priorities all messed up, and it's like he stole from me. Like these guys, they probably wouldn't do that. Some of my friends, males, and their little friends, they did something much worse. So it's like, I couldn't care less after that. Maybe I should have picked him up. He was standing in front of one of the guys, Mayo's house, and I just came out. I got paid. I was working at Paul Miller dealership with this kid Richard Garcia, and I went, to the Mayo's house to get some weed. They used to sell weed back then. I was just looking for some bud, and that's when I used to smoke weed. And that kid Snoop was there. He's like, oh yeah, I know where they at. Come here, I'll take you. I'm going to meet him right now. So he jumped in the car, and we just ended up here and shit like that. It's like, you never got weed after that. Like, it's a whole story. I already talked about that, but I was on my laptop. Now I'm just driving to Elizabeth and Mora over here. Neighborhood has changed, There's a lot of Latinos, I guess Colombians, Mexicans. Some things are still the same. This used to be a theater. I think it's way closed, but there used to be a Cartorama, I believe they called it. Is it Cartorama or like, comic rama? It was like comic books. And I came here once or twice with this kid Angel Ramirez. He just happened to be going to St. Anthony's and stuff like that. After like his cousin went there, and there was a whole issue with him, man. He was a bit on the crazy stupid side. And I found out he has a tattoo parlor, but the person that told me was like Robert Scrupa is my cousin. They're like really besties or some shit like that. He was talking about him and like and he didn't even tell me, openly admit it. I found like a poster, I believe it was at Woodbridge Mall, about his, I think it was, his tattoo place like that. But I think I looked it up and I couldn't find his name or something like that. Or maybe he was just one of the artists that worked there or something like that. This guy told me like he owns it or something like that. I don't even know. I know the whole story. Then Angel, I found out that he got, he started messing around with this chick Terry over there, fucking, indirectly it was pointed out that I had a son with her. I never really slept with her, and then she had a kid with Angel Ramirez and a couple other people. She had like 4 or 5 kids with like 4 or 5 different guys, and then Carol over there, she had a baby with him. Just a bunch of degenerates, no one I want in my life, but like, they were like, some of those guys would like stalk me and shit like that, trying to like get close to me. Just fucking very weird. Like some shit like, you hear it, it's like, how could that even fucking be? Like, how could it be like, people protected that they didn't say anything? How could it be, some people watch that, they experience that, they don't fucking even comment or talk about it? How could that fucking be? This is the world we fucking live in. But I didn't even know like Ramirez over there, Angel Ramirez had a kid with her. He's like, I saw back when it was MySpace, before Facebook. I went out, MySpace, and I'm pretty sure it was Terry. I just couldn't, like, I started, I was like, oh, that is her, and then like, he was like, he had long hair, he was like holding her, she had long hair. It was just fucking weird. It was like 2 chicks, ugly girls. I think I said, oh, you probably love her. He was like, no, I don't love her. Like, she broke up with him because he didn't love her or some shit. And then I found out from somebody else that was just talking about his life, but pretend like it was his. And, you know, this guy, like, he would do like remedial landscaping or hardscape work. I think he worked for some place like that, and he would just, you know, he would get tired, and he'd just come over to their house to, you know, bust a nut just to like fuck her, because he was, you know, he was horny and shit like that. And that's what I heard, you know. And it was just fucking creepy and weird. Like, chick caught feelings for him or some shit like that. He, you know, he didn't love her. Who knows what happened there, you know? Because people, you know, say whatever they fucking want people to know. And the dude just want to get fucking laid. You know, I'm pretty sure she had like other kids that from the other guys and shit. You know, it was just fucking nasty. It was just fucking gross. Like, you know, that's not the life that I want for myself, and I want those people near me. But, you know, they always were the coolest, though. The coolest, the strongest, this and the other thing. But, you know, underneath it all, you know, when you see them, they don't fucking, you know, they don't say anything like that. They talk about something else. They changed the subject. Including Robert Scarup over there, you know. Won't answer his phone. I think he blocked me from like his cell phone. He got a new number. I can't get any numbers. Like, I don't even go to you. I don't even want to go to your house. You know, last time I was there, it's like, you know, he was just like sleeping in the basement. I mean, he has a house, but he sleeps in the basement, like groggy, and like, you know, I was trying to tell him, you know, this is personal, but it's like, you know, his dad used to beat him because Robbie used to crap his pants. He was like 7, 8 years old. I don't know if he was dehydrated. He would stand, like we would stand, you know, in our grandparents' house in Poland, Galicia, and all our cousins were there. And he just crossed his leg and like he would defecate. It would just drip all over his legs, you know. It was disgusting, you know. Like they called him a stroic. Like you know, it's a derogatory term. I stood up for it multiple times. Like you know, a shed pants, like a shedder basically. Like he craps himself, a crapper. You know, like relatives called him that. Everybody, I think I don't know if his mom called him. Probably called him that too. Probably still calls him that. It was just fucking gross, you know. So my cousin Lucas, before he got his life taken, he would just, you know, he would find Robert, like, you know, Robert would see him, he'd be like, hey, did you go yet? You know, because he didn't want to talk to me. He didn't go to the bathroom. Who knows, he might go in his pants right now in his fucking little, you know, a little Honda Civic with the chrome kit package. You know, it's a beautiful car, but it smells like shit in there, man. Kind of wanted to talk to him and call him and be like, hey, did you go yet? You know, Robert's a religious person, but he also believes in Satan to some extent. Well, he got persecuted by Satan because he couldn't, you know, couldn't use the bathroom or some shit. I don't know, he makes up some other shit. He's very religious. So me and him just, you know, we don't see eye to eye. He does like to open up his eye. He wants you to look in there. And then you like get home and you think you're him or some shit. Because he wants to take a girl out and take her for a walk on a leash. Yeah, that's Robert's fucking, you know, his words, and like, you know, he wants to take chicks out for a walk on a leash, like, you know, especially when she's your bitch. Yeah, that's Robert's little misogynistic fucking mentality and shit like that, you know. But that's Robush, like they call him, like a little fucking kid, you know. But yeah, Robush fucking. It was hey Robert, you watching this? It's early in the morning, man. You know, I hope you go.